Hey there, thank you so much for clicking to this video. Now, I want to showcase a new case studies that we have for a lead generation agency called Lead Rocket Fuel, where we help them save over $36,000 per year in employee costs by automating different parts of the business. So I want to show you what is going on behind the curtains and what are the different things that we are doing in order to establish the automation process and establish the different parts to be automated. So the first point here is the business OS build out. So what I generally suggest every single business that is starting to approach automation is to have a specific tool to act as a OS of their business where they have all the information. The best tool that I suggest is always Airtable because it is pretty customizable. There's a lot of flexibility in the tool. You can use it for project management, you can use it for reporting, and a bunch of other stuff. It comes with automation, so that is the tool of choice for us. So what we do here is define the different fields and the different areas of the business that we want to work on. So in this case, since this is a lead generation agency, we have clients. Obviously every agency has clients. Then we have campaigns here, weekly reports, email responses, deliverability reports, and client reporting. Each of these components is each of these parts has different fields. So in this way we are able to map out those prior to start the work, so that we already have a clear view of what are the different areas that we need to tackle, and what are the different areas where we'll need automation, which automation will be needed inside the automation tool, which automation we can do inside Airtable, and so on. So this is the first part. Then what we have is a second part that is a business process mapping. So in this part, obviously, we map out the whole business process. Ideally, we map out the first 90 days of the business, because that is the part that is the most important. First, when it comes to establishing a client relationship with a specific client, and also because in the first 90 days is where you deliver the core value of the product, and then after those 90 days you generally repeat parts of the process that you were doing in that period. So what we do is we map out everything out and define specific process that we need to automate and we need to map out. So in this case we decided over reporting, which is internal reporting for their own sake, for their own measurement, and to showcase to show campaigns and different things. Client facing reporting, which comes in different types, which comes in like metric reporting for them that could be simplified. Weekly ROI reporting, which is a thing that I will talk about afterwards. Campaign operations, so everything related to ramping up the campaigns, stopping the campaigns where when there's some bounce problem, updating the warm-up identifiers if it's possible. Bounce the campaign, if an email is bounced, this is inserted directly into the do not response. So here we have everything related to different things that could happen inside a campaign, that could happen inside the experience, that needs to be done manually and can be done automatically. Another thing here could be, for example, the part related to notifying the team when the leads in a certain campaign drop below a certain point. So in that way they are actually able to create a new lead list and restart the campaign again. Then other three areas that we have over here is advanced response categorization. So everything related to categorizing the response that they get from the campaign, for the cold email campaigns. Deliverability checks, so sending deliverability checks in a monthly basis on all the active emails to make sure that those do not go in spam, they are not flagged as spam for specific channels, and so on. And finally, the last part here is auto invoicing based on positive responses. So this business runs a model where they are paid on performance by the positive responses that they get from some client. So they wanted to find a way to automate the invoices based on how many positive responses they had. So in this instance, it's very important to categorize the responses correctly. That is why I wanted to use GPT-4 for custom prompting and for improving the categorization of the responses as much as possible. So those are the main areas that we focused on. And then after that, what we started doing is starting the automation build out. So here there's a bunch of different automations. Obviously, I'm not gonna go through all of them, but we built out 15 different automations for them across different types, the ones that we talked about before. And I wanna nail down on a specific one, which I think would be one of the most interesting one for a lot of cold email companies that like send campaign, send cold emails, book appointments, but don't care to follow up on the metrics that the client gets on those appointments. And so in this example, what we have here is we have a weekly client ROI reporting sent. So what we do here is on a weekly basis, we send an email to the client, sending them, inviting them to compile a weekly report about information on their business, information on the prior call that they had, and so on. So in this case, we send a reporting that is similar to the one here. Inside this reporting, we asked how many calls did you book from the positive responses that we got, how many offers did you make, how many sales did you got, how much revenue was attributed to those sales. So in this way, you are actually able to see the bottom line from a work that is not actually focused on the bottom line. And in this way, you are also able to identify which are the offers that get the client, which are the responses that get the client results, and also double down on those type of campaigns, and also use this as revenue and as social proof for future clients. So I think this is a really powerful automation. Not a lot of companies are doing that, and yeah, that's very interesting to know. Another thing that I added over here that was present was the interface build out. So first off, obviously there's all the things about automations, and then there's also a couple of interfaces that we built. So the weekly reporting, which is the one that we showed, then what we have is an onboarding form with all the information about the client, offers, specific target market, and so on. And later on, they could also use this kind of information to create a document based on a ChatGPT prompt to have some market research already available for them, and potentially also to do the copywriting for them. So those are just an example of all the interface also, because we have onboarding, we have weekly reporting, we have Google Data Studio, which is the client-facing reporting related to metrics and things like that, and then we have client information. So here, everything related to a specific client, how much revenue was generated by that client, how many campaigns did we send, and what was the offer and what is the ICP of that specific client. So yeah, so this is it for all the automations. If you are also a lead gen agency and you are looking to have those kind of automations and more implemented to your business and to your system, please contact me. You can find my email below, so we can talk together and see if it makes sense. This is everything on the video. Hope you gain value for that, and have a nice day. Bye bye.